Hey guys, I want to show you a Jamberry removal. It's really important when you're putting on your wraps that you remove your Jamberries correctly. So I want to show you how I like to do it. I have a Mix Mani on right now, so you see I have the little Jamberry packets for the trushine. So I will show you that afterwards of how easily the trushine comes off as well. First, I like to use the nail wrap remover, lacquer remover. Nail wrap and lacquer remover. Sorry about that. They just changed the name not that long ago to add that it's nail wrap remover as well. This is nice because it has a little bit of conditioner in it as well, so it's not as drying for your nails. So simply what you need is the remover and a cosmetic brush. You can get this pretty cheap at your store. I got this one in particular at Walmart for $1, so it's pretty nice that you don't have to break the bank for that. And an orange stick. So first what you want to do is you don't want to pull in any way whatsoever your nail wraps off. These wraps have been on for almost 2 weeks. You can see all the growth on them, and they still look good if my nails weren't growing so fast. But I've been taking my Beauty Boost, so I have a lot of growth. So what I want to do is just, if you can see, ever so slightly break the seal right there. So I'm just taking my orange stick and just running it right there on the side of the wrap. And what that will do is break the waterproof seal that was created. So I'll go ahead and do it on that one too, just so that you can see what I'm doing. There we go. Then what I'm going to do is we have a nice push top right here, and I just push a little bit of the remover so that it goes into this well, which is nice that if you did want to do with cotton, if you had something lacquer or something like that on, then you can go ahead and do that. Then I saturate my brush, and what I'm going to do is just get it underneath where I had lifted it. It's a little hard with these guys on here. Just a minute. I hope you, and I want to make sure that you can see it as well. So let me lift that up a little bit. Okay, just gonna go. Usually I have it up just a little bit more. Okay, and I make sure that I can get my brush in there and underneath there. And it's super easy, except for when you're trying to film probably. All right, there we go. Okay, now that it's up, then what I'm gonna do is, and I don't typically have the removers on my nails as well, so it's a little bit harder. So as you can see, I'm not pulling in any way whatsoever. I'm just going back and forth a little bit. I'm gonna wet a little bit more lacquer on it. And I don't pull it. I just let the paintbrush work it, and it's going to come all the way off. And this one happened to be a metallic one, so it has a little bit of the residue from the metallic on, and that's fine. I'll just go ahead and use a cotton, and so you can see again. So that one was a little bit easier. Need to get a little bit more. And if you feel any resistance whatsoever, then you just want to go ahead and let it soak in a little bit. But if you're going back and forth like that, you're not going to really have too much resistance. And there you go. And the residue, again, is on there just a little bit. But if you go ahead and saturate it some, and these have been on for almost 2 weeks, and look at how much that residue stuck on there. But if you just use the remover, and I'm not pushing or I'm not being harsh at all with my nail, and my nail looks great. No damage whatsoever. But the key is to make sure that you're not pulling these guys off. So the other thing I want to show you is I get a lot of questions about the trushine and if it damages your nails and how well it comes off, because I know a lot of people that do gel manicures have a lot of damage. Oh, I did break that nail. I was doing my trailer today, but I think I would have broke it much worse had I not had my wraps on. Probably would have broke all the way through. I just have a little chip out of it, so it's nice and protective for the wraps. Anyway, back to the trushine. That's our Jamberry gel system. I had this on these 2 fingers, and I just put a, we have little packets that you use with the remover. Put a little tape on it because I was walking around doing some stuff while it was soaking. So you want to do about a 10-minute soak on that. And then I just use my metal spoon from my deluxe nail kit. And all I'm going to do is, I'm not being rough whatsoever, but I'm just getting the rest of that off. And it just simply flakes off. I'm not having to dig into my nail or use a Dremel tool, which they have to use a lot at the nail salons. And that was the reason, one of the reasons why I stopped going to the salon, because my nails were thrashed from using gel from the salons, and they were just looking horrible. So there you go. It flaked off completely, and it looks pretty good. You want to see it again? So I just took this one off, and almost all of it is completely off, as you can see. It came in the packet. So very, very minimal damage to my nail from the gel. I'm just going to flake it off. And if you get to the point where it doesn't come off easily, then what I would recommend, what I do like to do is go ahead and clip my tip just a little bit so that the remover can soak into it a little bit better. So I'll clip the tip with a clippers, and then I'll just file ever so just a tiny bit when the gel is still on it. So just a tiny bit, rough it up just a little bit, basically buff it. You could use a buffer as well. And then I even just use our nail polish remover, and it actually will get the rest of this off. And it's pretty effortlessly, and it'll just come off the rest of the way. And as you can see, my nails look pretty darn good for wearing wraps and gel. If I had any patches or dryness or anything, because I'm not the best about using my cuticle oil, I would just go ahead and soak it in and put some cuticle oil on top of this and let it soak in for a little bit if I had some dryness, and it would fix any patches or anything. I could let that soak in overnight if I wanted to. I typically will just do my manicure right away. If I was really good, I'd put cuticle oil all through here as I'm wearing my wraps or gel, and then I wouldn't have any issues whatsoever. But not too bad. All right, guys. Thank you. Bye.